Alright, let's open this rank kit real quick. Right off the bat, diamond pants. Wait a second. Is that a diamond ore node? Yes. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Whiskey, and welcome back to another episode of Cosmic Sky on the Cosmic Sky server. As always, the IP can be found in the description below, as well as a link to the forums, the store, all that good stuff that Cosmic has to offer for us. Now, today, I want to ask you guys, what is the most beautiful block that you think there is in Minecraft 1.12.2? Like, mine, personally, I love this concrete. Concrete looks so clean and so beautiful. There's a lot of colors that you can use, and it really makes a room pop. Like, that's why we use concrete here with the quartz and everything like that for our main hub. That's why Gundle and myself have been building with concrete. Like, any chance we get, we love it. Now, what's not great about concrete, or necessarily what's not great about something in Cosmic Sky, is that you can only buy concrete powder from the store. So if you go to /shop and go over to clay/concrete, you see all the beautiful colors here, but you can only buy it in the powder. You can buy it terracotta, but terracotta's ugly. Who uses terracotta, honestly? You can only buy the powder. And okay, yeah, sure, I can buy the powder if I'm not doing a big build. Well, how exactly am I supposed to turn concrete powder into concrete? All you have to do is just have a water source. So I'm just gonna fly off the side here. We're gonna drop a little water source. I'm probably going to tear up some crops down there, but you know what? It's all right. And you just here, let me do it this way. Put that there, and you just drop the concrete into the water, and it turns it into concrete. So it's really easy. Like, all you have to do is just mainly this over and over and over. But Gundle and myself, since we like to use concrete so much, we thought, is there a way that we can build a automated version? Or not necessarily even an automated version, just something that does it more efficiently, to where over your time you're getting more concrete back instead of having to do it one block at a time. And besides using our interns, or our sister alliance, to do it all for us, kind of came up with this idea here, and I'm sure people have more efficient ones and stuff, but we have this automated, and I say automated in quotations there, because it's not automated. You have to press a button still, and then you have to come and break it, all that kind of stuff. But we have this kind of helper, essentially. And it's used with pistons, some redstone, and then some water, and you just stack concrete up. You come over to where the button's at, and you just push the button. And you just, as you push it, the pistons that are down here, that you can see, because I have one left empty, will extend and push that concrete outwards. And once it's pushed outwards, like even right here, it's touching that water, so it turns into the concrete block. And then if you just keep pushing that, it extends it out, drops it down, so on and so forth, until we get to, let's see, one more. Okay. So we get it set like out here. And you can keep doing this and extend it out further, but this then allows you just to come in through here and just break multiple at once till you can't reach anymore, and this water is just kind of annoying, but whatever. And then just rinse and repeat, and just do that over and over and over. And if you have like 2 or 3 people helping, one person can actually be up here, kind of, oh, that's the actual concrete, not concrete powder, just dropping in more of the powder as you're going. Another person could be down here waiting for it to get to here, and then they're just sitting here breaking it as it comes in. And so now you have 3 people efficiently making concrete powder into concrete, and you save a lot of time, and your return is like a lot faster. So today's episode, I thought, why not show you guys how to build this little thing here, and so you can have your own little concrete manufacturing station at your island. It's really easy. When we were building it, we spent like 3 hours the other day on stream. Hashtag sellout. Go to my twitch.tv/whiskeybravo live if you want to see anything live on stream. I'm usually working through episodes there and builds and stuff like that before I actually bring them over to the YouTube side. So yeah, drop a follow. Also check out Gundle and Crazy. Not the point though, but never miss a chance to sell out, kids. And adults, I don't know you, who you are, what your age is. Anyway, back to the episode. What we need to be doing now is we're basically going to recreate this for you guys and help you out. But as I was saying, this could be more efficient. This could be kind of set up on a auto timer to where it's automatically, you just press the button and it just runs until you break the circuit, to where like you yourself could just be up here solo placing blocks and then come down after it's extended like out to here and break it all down. But due to us being on a server, there is a server tick rate, or I don't know, Erin would probably correct me if she ever watches this video. She'll probably pull me into Discord and yell at me for saying the wrong thing. But there is something that if you have an infinite loop going on, or too much redstone ticks per like server tick or something, it will actually flag your island, and your island will have its server or its tick rate drop down until you change it. And it will even come up saying like, for the next 120 seconds, your server tick rate has been reduced. And if you keep doing it, it will just increase the time over and over. But enough of that stuff. Let's build ourselves a little. I don't have a name for this. Like, think of a name in the chat or in the comment section, guys, and let me know what we need to name our little concrete maker thingy, mabobber, whatever. But let's get started. All right, so we're just gonna start this right over here, right next to this. And the first things we want to do is just place down a row of blocks, and this thing can be as wide as you want it to with repeaters and everything like that, or you can have it simple, just like a little 4 design like we had. So I'm actually just going to make this identical to this one. We're going to have it 4 wide for the pistons. And then we're going to put a little back layer here. This is where the pistons will actually be setting. So I'm going to go ahead and set the piston like that. Yep. And then, yep, that's right. Okay. Next, we're going to build up a little layer behind it because we need to run blocks over top of it with the redstone signal going through the blocks. So then place a block here, the redstone signal there, and then grab a button, which I do have, and click the button right on there. So now if we hit that button, pistons extend, red signal goes through, and then it resets, and we can just do that again. Yep, perfect. So this is where our concrete is going to be falling down to. So what I like to do is build a little wall behind it so you can place the concrete easily, and instead of just like, if you have fly, or you can build a scaffold up to it, you can just be like floating up here dropping the concrete down. So let me build this little thing here. We're not going to take it too high, and that should be enough. Next, now we need to do our walls, and for the walls we just need to come up too high. It doesn't have to be, but it kind of is just useful. And again, you can extend the walls out as far as you want. They only need to be like a few blocks out, just to, like, if we look over here, just to cover this water to where the water's not pouring off the side or anything like that. And like, really, there should be a block there to block that water. I just have these signs here to stop it when you initially place the water down. So like that, and then I'll just throw a sign here and here, here, here. Great. Next, now we need to place the blocks that our water is going to be on. So this is actually where our water will be. I want to make it too high. Yep. And then over here, we're going to place signs. So, and this keeps the water from coming outwards. That's great. And then over here, so how do I do this? Yep. So one behind where we're going to put the water. So the water should be on these top blocks, and they will flow down and come like into this way. So I like to place blocks right back here just to stop the water from coming back this direction. And then I even place signs on top of it just on the off chance for some reason I messed up somewhere and the water flow is wrong. So we just easy enough. Just place signs on those points, and I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to be like, actually, you didn't need all those signs, which, you know, I'm sure I didn't, but I feel safer with said signs. And then the next thing we need to do is, and this could actually, I did this a little out of order, we need to extend this floor just out a little. It doesn't need to be too far, just because, like, the water, it's not going to hit the water till right here, so you need a block that the concrete powder actually sits on and is just pushed straight across instead of coming to here and dropping in a hole where it's just going to then replace the block that was there, or would have been there. So I like to just extend this out to right here, to where it's level, or it's even with this wall right up here, and the concrete block will be coming through right here and on out. Now, next thing we need to do is place the water, I think. Let me double check. Yep, that's right. So next, just place water right there. Close that out, and then place water right there. Close that out. So now you have the water placed. The concrete powder, I keep wanting to call it sand, and I keep stopping myself. Concrete powder will drop just like sand or gravel, land here on this piston, the piston will push it out, and it will turn to concrete even just by being on this block, because it's like technically next and touching water. But then as you continue pressing the button, it will just keep pressing more and more out. So if we want to test that out, that's the concrete block, that's powder. Now we just come over here, we just place some of these down, and I just like to have a few. So I want to make sure it really works and you guys are getting the most out of this build. And then 2 more there. So then you have this finished, you just hit the button, extends the first one out, drops down the next one, so on, so on, so on, and so on. And as you see here, concrete block has now been made, and you just simply break this over and just rinse and repeat. So easy enough. Hopefully you guys can find a better way to do this. I'm sure somebody has a better way to do this. I know in our chats, they were like, why don't you just do it like this? Why don't you do it like this? And we really messed around with trying to make it fully automated other than the part of having to break it. We tried using like dispensers to like place the block, and then we realized, oh, dispensers don't actually do that. We went through a lot of stuff in like that 3 hours we were working. Redstone clocks and a repeater system that just is like on a 10-second tick delay. But then even that had issues with the server, and it said like, hey, you need to slow down. I don't know what you're doing on our server, but you just need to stop it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was a little helpful and insightful to you guys. And if you guys have any questions about the build or anything like that, be sure to drop down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are not, and turn on notifications so you know when I post new videos. But until next time, guys, I will see you when I see you. Bye.